Welcome to this quick tip for guitarists on why discipline matters. The most impactful book I've ever read is called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. It is a fabulous read, and it's not just about business, but really a manual for life. There's a wonderful quote in it that says, "Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure." So you get to choose whether you have bad habits or good habits. And once you identify good habits, you can enforce them through discipline. Now, for those of you that need help kind of setting goals and accountability, I've done other videos on those subjects. You can check those out if you like. But let's dig in further here on why discipline matters. When you're practicing guitar, you're really experimenting, okay? You're prototyping. So you're trying something and it works and you stick with it, or it doesn't work and you adjust. That's what I mean by prototyping, okay? If you think of it in a playful mindset, it'll actually get you further with less frustration, okay? So let's do some simple math around why discipline is important. If you were to set aside 10 minutes a day for the next year to practice, just 10 minutes a day, then that would equate to over 60 hours of total time. 60 hours is a whole lot like a week and a half of full-time work. 40 hours in a work week, 60 hours in a year, it's a week and a half of time, all right? Well, let's up it. What if you could practice 30 minutes a day for a year? 30 minutes, okay? Well, then that gets you to 182 hours, okay, in a year. It's a lot of time. Or over 4.5 full-time work weeks from just 30 minutes a day. Well, if we up it again and we say, well, what if you practice an hour a day for a year? Okay, that is some serious discipline right there. Well, that gets you to 365 total hours or over 9 weeks of full-time work. Okay, so just that incremental time, whatever you pick for yourself, if you stick with it, okay, that discipline is extremely powerful. Whether you're doing specific drills, learning songs, whatever it is that you want to challenge yourself with. And initially you'll see a little progress, and it may take a while before, boop, another step up. Okay, and then the next step, it's even faster, right? And boop, and then all of a sudden you see this acceleration through discipline up the stairwell of success. Okay? It's really powerful when you stick with it and you let your skills compound through discipline. I would suggest that you actually pick some things that are a little outside your comfort zone if you really want to accelerate your playing, okay? So is it playing faster? Is it learning a guitar solo or a song that's really hard? Whatever it is, take that disciplined structure that you can create for yourself and populate it with those things that really get you out of your comfort zone. And if you do that for, I don't know, a week or two, like you really push yourself, then if you look back, you'll get information on you and how you learn, where you struggle, where you have successes. That's good information, okay? You may also find out you might have cut a few corners here and there. And if you're doing that, you're just cheating yourself. And I'd ask you, where else do you do that in life, right? Because if you're going to do it in guitar, you're going to do it in other areas of your life too. And you're missing out on the ability for the discipline and focused habit formation can really pay off for you. Now, for those of you that struggle doing this individually, you might leverage some sort of accountability. Jam with a friend, form a band. I've done a whole video on accountability. You can check that out if you need some good ideas. But ultimately, that discipline, just like that stairwell of success that I outlined earlier, over long, long periods of time, not just a year, 3, 5, or 10 years, if you stick with something, it is unbelievably powerful, okay? So ask yourself, where else in your life have you leveraged discipline and you've seen success? Whether it's sports, the arts, work, or anything else you're passionate about, okay? And then look at other things that didn't pan out, and where did you kind of quit maybe a little earlier than you otherwise would have, right? Where are you doing that in guitar or not? Okay, think about that. Reflect on that, okay? Because ultimately that discipline really pays off, just like compounding capital in the markets, for those of you that are investment nerds like me. It's time in the market that matters more than timing the market, okay? It's time in the guitar, on the guitar, playing the guitar that matters most. And if you're disciplined over long periods of time, it's powerful. Now, I realize some of you may not want to play every single day for years. I get that. You can take breaks. I take breaks too. So set up structures that you can stick with, like 5 days a week I'll practice for 30 minutes and I'll give myself a couple days off. Right? You can play around with that. Create whatever structure works for you, but get it a little outside your comfort zone. Push yourself and populate that disciplined structure with things that challenge you on the guitar. And over time, I promise you will get better. For those of you that need a course or other guides, check out what else is available on Chord Savvy here on YouTube. Also at chordsavvy.com, where I've got some comprehensive courses for beginners that are available for you to access. Also, I would ask people, share ideas in the comments below. What's worked for you in building discipline into your learning, your playing, and your performance on guitar or any instrument, okay? Make it collaborative. Please be polite and respectful because people are at all sorts of different levels, and wherever you're at is perfect. It's totally cool. We're here to help you, and if you leverage discipline truly over long periods of time, you can rock on.